What's going on, everybody? Create this video real quick for just people that are trying to get into the market. And one, it can be a little overwhelming. There is a lot of information, a lot of resources, a lot of people out there that are throwing a lot of companies around, which is fine. But just wanted to give some advice on the ways that I pick stocks to invest in. And it really kind of starts out, I guess, from the beginning, it really starts out from one, basically the places that I go to, or like the clothes or the cars, or, the devices that I use, whichever companies that those items are coming from, those are the companies that I truly invest in, as far as a stock. Everything else, it's more like ETFs and mutual funds and, my Roth IRA. So just on a high level, the way that I pick a stock is I wear Nike a lot. So Nike is one of the stocks that I'm invested in, or Apple. I have, an iPhone, a MacBook, an iPad, a lot of things that come from Apple, I own. And so those are the companies that I invest in. And I do that as a repayment, from a psychological standpoint. Is basically, if I am investing, or if I'm paying, for a service, I want to kind of like reinvest into myself, so to speak, if that makes sense. I don't know. But basically, if I'm going to buy something, then, or invest in something for myself, then it's basically, I want to own that. And so that's the way that I pick my stocks, is my everyday use of, I go to Target. So Target is a stock that I'm invested in. I bank with JP Morgan. So it's, I invest with JP Morgan. And so that's how I pick the stocks that I want to invest in, the companies. And then, again, my starting out, what I recommend everybody is to, when you want to get your feet wet in the market, start with an ETF. And an ETF is basically a bucket of several different stocks, companies in one big basket. And it's traded like a regular stock, as if it was a company. So it's like a holdings company. And I say that just because of risk management. So, some days JP Morgan is not going to be on the upside. So I need to, find some way to hedge my loss, or, not necessarily a loss, but, hedge the fluctuation between the stocks that I own, basically, is what it is. And so, I think that's the way that I've started out, and it's been successful for me. And if, I wanted to, get a little riskier, which, it's really not a risk once you do your research and your due diligence on, the particular stocks that you want to invest in. And, there's a lot of resources out there for, ways to research these companies. On the page Cashing Out with Cam, I posted, several different resources that you guys can get started with, that have been very helpful and valuable to my growth and learning how to invest. And so, I basically, you want to make sure that, like I said, the stocks that you're invested in are companies that you use on a daily basis. And so, and do your due diligence, like I said. So that's the way that I do it myself. I think that's pretty much it as far as how you should be picking stocks. It's do your due diligence on a company. Basically, that's all, you know, fundamental analysis. And being able to have the mindset that, you know, if you believe in this company for the long term, you're going to be with them for the next 10, 20 years, 30 years, however long the company, you know, you feel like is valuable. And the way that I started it is in college, I took this really great class called Financial Statement Analysis. And I guess I shouldn't say the way that I don't even know what I was just about to say. But I was telling actually my sister today how if I would have, so in college I took this class, Financial Statement Analysis, and basically the company that I had to do a presentation on or a report on was called Chipotle, right? So I think at the time, maybe I'll have to research it. I think maybe Chipotle was at like $50 per share, $60 per share. But I had to do this whole like 45-minute presentation, and you know, I think it was like a 60-page paper or 30-page paper, something like that, on Chipotle, and not just their financials, right? Like, where are they going? How are they cutting costs? Like, what is their balance sheet look like? What is their, you know, their ratios looking like? And so basically it was really funny because at the time my professor, she was just so amazed at the way that Chipotle was able to some way cut costs but still grow revenue. And it's funny because I had to do the research that semester, and you know, long nights in the library trying to crunch out this presentation and this paper that went along with it. And I really enjoyed the process. It was a little it's very rigorous to do the research, right? Because there's different sources, and you just want to make sure that it's a solid company. And so you know, I aced the presentation, did really well on it. But what I didn't take away from that was me actually investing into that stock. And so, like I said, the stock was like maybe at I think maybe $40-$50 per share. And I may need to fact check that. And I don't know for sure, right? I need to fact check what the price was, but this was in 2010. And so right now, Chipotle, I think I checked it yesterday. Chipotle is at 1,440 right now. So, you know, obviously that's like crazy gains, right? Percentage wise. And if I would have invested it, you know, into that stock then, who knows, right? But I know now, right? We all know we're all learning together. We're all sharing information, which is very important. So yeah, that's why I'm so passionate about investing. I love it. It's like a game to me. Just being able to challenge myself each and every day to show up, right? I do my due diligence. I work hard for the money that I do have. So the money that I invest in, it needs to be a solid company because this is my hard-earned money that I want to grow, right? Without having to work hard anymore. So basically that is my particular strategy, is just really investing into the companies that are that you're wearing, right? Your Nike, you go to Target, you know, any company that you know, your Apple, Microsoft, your pretty solid companies that you see will be around for a long term. And so think long term is what I advise. And so yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for watching this video, taking the time out to watch this video. If you can, go follow the page. Like I said, I'm just giving out information. The resources that I use is just all has been valuable to me. I think that it would be valuable to you. So go check out the page. I'll keep it updated with, just different tips or information, or anything that I'm involved with, or maybe we can create some type of group where we can have like study sessions, or just continue to share knowledge about investing and growing our income and just financial literacy in totality. So hope everybody's doing well. Again, God bless. Like, subscribe. I really appreciate it.